All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Buccaneers Daily. My name is Jackson. I post the daily Bucs content, so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoy it. So, currently, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers sit atop a very interesting NFC South. They got the Seattle Seahawks, or really red-hot Seattle Seahawks, in Germany this Sunday for Week 10. After that, they will be going into a bye week. Now, I understand the lack of optimism for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at this current point. I mean, that last touchdown drive last week was awesome. Keeping it above, that was absolutely awesome. But things just still aren't clicking. Tom Brady was very critical at times in this past week about just the preparation and kind of how they were ready to deal with these things once game time came. And so the good news is it's Week 10. All right, and you go into a bye week after this. If the Buccaneers can get this win against Seattle, that would be wondrous for momentum. Either way, though, you're going to be able to get healthy in Week 11. The good news for Tampa Bay is not only are you in the NFC South, and we'll talk about the NFC South in just a second here, the good news is they're going to basically switch home and away for the remainder of the season, but their road games are not the worst in the world. All right, you have a struggling Cleveland Browns. However, Deshaun Watson should be making that return. You do have the Arizona Cardinals. They're 4-5. They're also struggling. San Francisco is going to be tough. Atlanta is going to be interesting. I'm not worried about Atlanta at all, but we will talk about them in just a second. The good news is this: Tom Brady is still your quarterback. You still have one of the best defenses in the entire NFL. And like I said, this game here is going to be huge for momentum. If they can get this win, you can essentially flip the script on the entire season because you will now have back-to-back impressive victories. But really, at the end of the day, the good news is the division, you should be able, if you have an above 500 record, if you can get out of this division with a 9-8 record, most importantly, if you can get a win against the Atlanta Falcons once again, you should be able to win the division. And hopefully, right, the hope is that you have a whole another half of the season to mainly and most importantly get healthy, but kind of get on the same wavelength, keep putting in those reps, get healthy. Get healthy is just so important for this Buccaneers team right now, especially on the offensive end. But when we take a look at the Atlanta Falcons, they're a really interesting team because they're third to last in passing yards. They are second to last in yards allowed per played. They're a really interesting team because I have no idea how they're 4-5. They have one of the easiest schedules left on the schedule. So you got Chicago, you got Carolina, you got Washington, you got Pittsburgh. You got a lot of teams that are going to be beatable for them. I just don't know if it's sustainable, and that's going to play into Tampa Bay. But I don't want to worry about Atlanta. I want to worry about Atlanta when it comes. To me, the Panthers aren't a worry in the division. The division is not a worry because you control your fate. You control your destiny right now. If you can just win games, if you can win the games you're supposed to win the games you got to win, you should be just fine. Now, we'll deal with the playoffs when the playoffs come. But for now, once again, get healthy, keep putting in those repetitions, and just, win the games. All right, it's a lot easier said than done. It sounds a little redundant, but the Buccaneers hold their own destiny. They have their fate in their hands, and they can dictate their playoff outcome. So that's it for today. A little hype video, I guess you could call it. We're going to I'm headed to this Gator game tomorrow in Gainesville, so won't be able to post a video tomorrow. So hit that like button, hit that sub button. Get ready for a recap on Sunday. Go ahead, give me some predictions on that Seahawks game down below. That's it from me. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.